Hello, everybody. This is Lilith. Just leaving a little message at the top here. I don't know if y'all have seen the news, but I live in Texas. Texas has had some weather events recently, which is part of the reason why there has been a delay in this episode. We got a recording done the Tuesday after the weather had receded, but I fucked up. It's been a little bit chaotic in my house. And well, there's some issues you'll hear with my audio. I didn't record with the right microphone, so everything's gonna sound kind of weird. It'll be for this episode and the next episode that we recorded in a chunk with our guest Ash. It's listenable. I think so. And our guest Ash was great, so I didn't really want to have to go back and like re-record and delay these episodes further. So just bear with us, and my good audio, my dulcet tones will be back in just a couple episodes. Thanks.
And sends him through that door.
Fuck you! Hello and welcome to the Big Match Minute. This is the show where we take matches that we find significant in some way and we break them down minute by minute. And for this next limited set of episodes, we will also be pairing those minutes with other full matches, which we'll talk about. If you're familiar with the official Dunstan Checks In podcast, you know the drill. I'm Diet Coke. With me, as always,
is Lilith. Hello.
And we are joined today by our very special guest,
Ash Dabbath. Hey.
Oh, hey. Yeah, that's me. What's up? Hey. Welcome.
How you doing today?
Thank you for having me, and welcome to the people listening. Yes.
Yeah,
thank you for having me to you too.
We do give you authority to welcome people to our podcast.
Yes.
Sweet.
We have knighted you in that way.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm moving up so quick.
Any official friend of the podcast has that power as part of the contract.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Welcome. I'm really excited to have you on.
We're talking about minute 9 of
Yes.
the final deletion, by the way, and the match we're talking about, Lily.
And that's kind of important because that was kind of when I have been watching ahead, unlike Diet Coke, who as you know, people
you've been watching Al Snow. You've been watching a lot of Al Snow matches.
You fucking idiot. Because Diet Coke obviously has not seen this match before and is watching it 1 minute at a time in the most hilarious way possible. But I saw 4 minutes in here that are just kind of wrestling and don't really have anything other than wrestling and some spots go on. Unlike, and this it's interesting because in the I think like 30 episodes of our wrestling podcast that we've done so far, we have not run into the issue of we don't really know how to talk about things when it's only wrestling. Because we always have like really stupid dialogue or weird effects or something like that to talk about. And so trying to talk for 20 minutes about just wrestling, just a minute of wrestling, kind of tough.
Handful of spots.
Yeah. And so I came up with the idea of like, okay, let's take some small aspect of the minute and we'll match it. Hey, is that something? You said we shouldn't say paired.
Well, when I said paired a minute with a movie in the case of the official Dunstan Checks In podcast, a lot of people didn't know what the hell we meant by that. And I don't know what the phrase is that makes it clear because I never found it. And now I've shared that burden with my best friend Lilith. I've cursed you as well,
right?
Because I'm a disease, and y'all should have killed me before I spread.
So I've decided to match minutes to matches, and see that just makes it even more confusing.
Yeah, that seems more difficult.
Yeah, and this minute 9.
We've picked a match with echoes of this minute in it.
Right.
The problem with that is
We've-
it's not always true.
we have picked Atticus Kogar versus Akira at ICW Pit Fighter X, which I will get into why I think that is a good match. Enough ado. Let's start talking about this minute. What are how did both of you feel about the minute?
I would say it's a little too dark and a little too choppily edited, and it's a bad minute.
Yeah, I'd call it a bad minute. And Ash, I'm sorry to bring you on for a bad minute.
It's all right. I mean, it's okay. It happens. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It seems that one of the fucking Hardys, or one of or both of Hardy's hair makes direct contact with open flame, and I don't know if they just like wetted the fuck out of their hair to not go up in flames or shit like that.
I would imagine they're just very damp. Jeff in particular seems like a very damp individual.
A couple of damp boys.
Yeah, like I didn't.
A couple Jeffies up there.
I mean, anytime my hair has accidentally caught on fire, which has been, I don't know, about once or I think once. And it was, fucking smoking with, a pipe too close to my face and hair too long. And yeah, like it goes, it just went boom for a sec and then I dropped the bong. It was a tragedy.
Hate to hear it.
Yeah, it's R.I.P. Lucille. Still think of you every day.
Oh, that's what I named my first guitar. That's interesting.
Is your Lucille still with you?
No.
Up in heaven, Jimi Hendrix is getting blazed with Lucille and playing Lucille.
Oh Lord.
Fucking coming to Disney Plus 2025, all bongs go to heaven.
Yeah.
Was that Disney? All dogs go to heaven? Do they own the rights to that? Maybe, I don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know it's one of those things like every animated feature people want to be a Disney movie, but it's not always the case.
I do know that some Don Bluth movies came into possession of Disney with the Fox purchase, but I don't know if all of them did.
Yeah, I mean, they probably at least own the rights now because they, gobble up everything in sight.
Oh yeah, I mean, Disney is actually. I just got an email. Disney actually owns the rights to this podcast now.
Yeah.
Oh hey.
So welcome Disney Plus subscribers. Fucking Ant-Man is actually going to show up later in the season. So.
Oh god.
Yeah. He'll be our next guest.
One Avenger has to appear, and Paul Rudd is the only one who felt bad enough for us.
No, it's not going to be Paul Rudd. It's going to be actual Ant-Man's going to show up.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not the actor. Actual Ant-Man is going to be here.
Yeah, broke kayfabe.
Disney has the power to make their characters to genetically modify genetically create their characters so they can. It's tricky.
Yeah.
It's a lot like the movie Paycheck with Ben Affleck, where he sort of becomes Ant-Man and does the job, and then afterwards his memory is erased, so he only remembers being Paul Rudd.
All right, let's dig into what little scraps there are in this minute to talk about.
Something I will say I like about this minute is we're privy to the sort of ring noises that you don't that normally get lost in live matches.
Which is something we have been we've gotten quite a lot of in this pandemic era of wrestling.
Yeah, there was a time when it was rare, I guess. In 2016, it was rare, but
yeah. Oh my god, they're awful television, but those first handful of Raw and SmackDown episodes. Yeah. Right after things got shut down.
It's just instantly fossilized as a relic of this time.
So, but what we get is we've got some music that sounds like if in the WWE 2K games, they wanted to make like, oh, this character is definitely supposed to be Batman, but we can't actually put Batman in it. This is his entrance music.
Yeah, I got that.
There's like a little bit of butt rock guitar underneath it, but otherwise it sounds like a Batman track.
Yeah. 2022 instead of Ribby, the fake Batman is the original character.
Fucking Ribby! How dare you remind me of Ribby? And so, we just have, they trade blows in the ring. Matt whips Jeff into the corner, tries to set up for a twist of fate. Jeff gets out of it. They do a suplex on the top turnbuckle, and there's a pin attempt.
I do want to say the ref sounds a little funny when he counts. He just, I think it's a kind of stylized. It's more of the ring sounds that we're not privy to. When you do a kind of stylized 1, 2, like in front of a crowd, that makes sense. But when you're alone, it sounds unnatural,
Because like there's usually like the crowd going like the 1, 2.
When you're just talking to three dudes in the woods, it's a different energy.
But then Jeff gets something out from under the ring.
Yeah, what the hell is this?
What the fuck? It's some kind of trifold structure.
It looks like fake rocks for like landscaping purposes.
My only guess was that this is some kind of camouflage structure for deer hunting.
Oh, maybe. I could buy that.
It reminds me, like, actually, there was this Southern Carnage or Southern Slaughter fucking Southern themed death match between Murdoch and Reed, I think in like 2008 or so, where like they had like these different like kind of like Southern Americana themed shit and had like that kind of white picket fence with like probably barbed wire or carpet strips in it. So it reminded me of that. But what's notable about how they used it to me is they kind of just like hit the. I don't know if contact was made at all with this device. Like, yeah. I mean, we've seen like the botched door spots and table spots where like they clip the bottom of it and like it doesn't break, or like you can see like just like the very edge of it kind of fold in. It kind of reminded me of that.
Yeah, because it's kind of just like Matt's ass makes like contact with the very bottom of it.
Yeah, his little butt touches it and he kicks it.
Because that's the end of the minute, so you can see
that's the dramatic end of this minute.
How fertile of a talk.
he gently kisses the mysterious object, and then that's it.
And now the structure of that mysterious object being kind of a trifold in nature made me kind of think of another I don't know, kind of the walls of the cage of the ICW fight pit. Listen, Stupid. That's it. That's all I had. That's all I fucking
That's
had.
it.
See, I said I'm calling you stupid for that, but also like I said that I would pair the next 2 minutes. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
I don't. Yeah.
It's a difficult fucking thing to do. I mean, if we can pull the curtain back a little bit, I initially asked Ash to do this, and then Ash, you just didn't get back to me, and then I kind of thought about it, and I was like, this is a fucking Herculean task that I'm putting on somebody who's not on my podcast.
That's interesting that you're. I did also message you about it. I said, hey, heads up, like it's usually nice to give to offer the guests us to pick for them.
Well, yeah. Emily was also like, this kind of seems.
I remember like having the full intent and trying to do that, but fucking ADHD swamp mind just whoop, and like it fell off in the distance. It
completely understandable.
My mind's like, when I say back burner, I was like, my mind's an entire industrial kitchen, and that was one of the fucking pans somewhere in there. But yeah, it was also a Herculean task. Probably one of the reasons why it got pushed to the back so far, but but I thought, one, I have that connection, but also I knew I was bringing Ash on, and since I'm bringing Ash on, I want to fucking talk about Akira. Attic era. Yeah. It's something that I came up with when
Was it after this match or their next match?
No, it was this match. It was this match that well, first is like I started noticing like, oh wow, like these two actually seem to be having like a feud going on, which is cool because like it's cool to see actual fucking feuds in deathmatch instead of just like you two are fighting each other for some reason.
That's definitely something I value a lot. But let's dig into who these two people are. So the first to come out is Akira, who unfortunately every time I watch Akira, I'm like, I gotta fucking watch more of his stuff. But I think I've probably seen less than 5 matches.
Oh dang.
But obviously he's a fucking incredible wrestler.
Mm-hmm. You just got a shout out from fucking Moxley.
Oh really?
Yeah, Moxley was was asked by Meltzer, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who do you think's some indie dude that's going to be the future? And he fucking mentioned Akira, which
I get it. He's awesome. He fucking comes out to the ring. Oh no, I'm checking my notes because I wrote this down. To fight to survive from Bloodsport, which is incredible. I love that for him because it sets the mood perfectly. And he is fighting Atticus Kogar, who is one of the Ohio shitheads from 440.
Yeah.
Who I adore. I adore those fucking assholes. I actually, while I was watching this match, I came up with something that I wanted to propose to both of you. I call it the 440 Punnett Square of Shitty. And it is on. You've got 2 axes here. On the vertical axes, you've got little bitch and bastard, and then on the horizontal axis, you've got dirty and crafty. And so for dirty little bitch, you got Atticus Kogar. For crafty little bitch, RSP. Dirty bastard is Eddie Only. Crafty bastard is Eric Ryan. And I think Gregory Iron just kind of fits right in the middle in there. Kind of call it the centerpiece of the organization. But yeah, I really enjoyed this match.
Well, first I want to say I think it makes a lot of sense that you love Atticus Kogar so much for being a dirty little bitch, and that I am your best friend. Certain things align there. Makes sense.
Yeah.
This was a fucking banger. This was a cool time, this match.
Yeah. One thing I really enjoyed was you got to see some like real mat wrestling, like MMA style kind of fighting in a death match, which is fucking great. Like it's not every day.
I will say this, something that I had forgotten until I just read it in my notes right now. Atticus Kogar does do like a half Triple H spit with the water bottle during COVID. Seems ill-advised, I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised it took COVID for me to think that was disgusting.
Yeah, like, when you think about it, it is pretty gross. You watch Triple H when you're a kid, if you're of a certain age, and you see him do that, and you're like, yeah, this is a normal thing. It looks badass. I'm 11. And then you look at it as an adult, and you're like, oh, he's just spitting on everyone.
Yeah. And he's spitting water that is very clearly like he put it in his mouth, like sometimes like at the top of the ramp.
Yeah, it's been sitting in that mouth for a while. It's been marinating for a bit by the time it gets to you.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm remembering. This was actually not the match that I started with Akira in, but it was the match after, where it's like supposed to be Akira versus someone else, and there was a run-in. But this definitely set it up. Like I didn't have the word Akira yet, but this is what I noticed. Like, there's something between you two.
Yeah, they have a compelling chemistry.
They really do. Yeah. I can't find this fucking tweet. I don't
Mhm.
remember who fucking posted it. Maybe the account's deleted or whatever. Sometime before the pit fighter match, someone was like, from what I can tell, female wrestling Twitter would lose their shit if there was a match between Atticus, Akira, and Alex Ocean, because those are the three deathmatch heartthrobs. And then when I saw it was Akira and Atticus together, I was like, oh yeah, they were talking about that. Yeah, actually, it wasn't in the match. I remember I was watching in the
Mhm.
match. So yeah, when I was watching the second match, I would
Mhm.
notice that there was this tension, and I was drunk as hell during it. So I was just actively just thirsting my fucking mind out during this match. Like, and then they climb to the top of the cage together and stare in each other's eyes. I'm like, just kiss, just kiss,
Yeah.
just kiss.
Mhm. That's I specifically remember. I think it was after that match that you posted a graphic of them on the cage together, and you'd drawn a heart, you done a pink overlay and drawn
Yeah,
hearts
yeah, yeah.
between them.
With the fucking Cowboy Bebop. Well, Cowboy Bebop / Avatar quote about, do you think if we were in another lifetime, I forget the exact phrasing, but if we were in another lifetime, would we be friends? With the barbed wire heart. No, I remember what started it was Akira actually fucking posted this picture of them with Atticus doing a back chokehold on Akira. So that's riding piggyback on Akira and
Mhm.
saying some shit like, we're gonna do this forever, something something, like you and me together, like you and me this forever. I was like, oh god, this is too much. And I said, I know this is an anime, but can you ship deathmatch darlings? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Team Akira. And yeah, it has spiraled and gone on since then. It's gotten a lot of attention from Ricky Shane Page, which is fucking
Mhm.
hilarious to me.
I
Yeah.
fucking that is, I think, there's a thing in politics called horseshoe theory that I largely think is bullshit. Where they kind of posits that the spectrum of left wing to right wing at the very ends of the spectrum, they are closer together than you would think. But I think the real horseshoe theory is between fighting and fucking.
Yeah. This is something every wrestling fan knows in their heart.
There's no wrestling move that I think is hotter than the mandible claw, because it's literally just sticking your fingers in someone's fucking mouth.
Yeah, that is it. That is the put your fingers in my mouth. Fucking
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I guess pretty much also any of the humiliation based moves,
Oh yeah.
the boot to the. I guess someone's stepping up and you put the boot to the face to push him down a bit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the gentle slapping, the hair rubbing, pretty much anything Suzuki does. Anything
Mm-hmm.
Suzuki does that isn't horrible, pain inducing is humiliation based, and that's also
Mm-hmm.
yeah, some of the
Mm-hmm.
hottest shit. Which I was thinking, now that I'm thinking about it, also probably adds into why Atticus is so shippable to me, because he 440 in general has this kind of humiliation fetish. It's not just about winning; it's about showing dominance and making you look powerless. Which yeah, it adds up to yeah.
There's something that about a lot of heels in professional wrestling where I think that a lot of them can't stop themselves from wanting to look cool as hell, and then they're really just over with everybody, and everybody fucking loves them. This is it's the classic Triple H being a heel problem, that kind of thing. But 440, yeah, there's certain cool things about them, but they are not afraid to come out looking like kind of douchebags who everybody fucking hates, and really getting genuinely booed. And I fucking love that about them. I love that they're not afraid to do that. And we will talk more about 440
Yes.
Atticus Kogar included in the next episode. But
Oh yeah, I just want to point out that it's hilarious to me that people keep requesting that I make Adakira merch. And it's like, there's no fucking way. I mean, I say there's no way. I think I'm trying to say there's no way Atticus. Kira would probably go for it. I don't know if Atticus would. I mean, Atticus is like really protective about his merch in general. Like he has this like very like he doesn't want to just make merch. It's something that looks cool. He wants it to all have like meaning and shit like that. Which maybe Adakira would be this meaningful merch to him. So
right. I mean, I think there's no harm in pitching him. We can all cross our fingers, and of course you'd be the one to go to.
It's hopefully this does happen. It would be
hopefully.
I want almost nothing more.
I would be first in line to buy an Adakira sticker, patch. Fuck, I'd put it on a t-shirt. Diet Coke, do you have any other thoughts about this? Actually, you know what? Because I have a specific question to ask you, and I need to go look. In case everybody's been curious, I'm going to step away from my microphone, but I'm going to yell a lot. In case everybody's been curious about why maybe we've been on a little bit of a break. There was a weather event where I live.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah. I didn't lose power, but it was like single digits in temperature where I live.
And you lost water.
I also lost water for a few days, and then when I got water back, I flooded my fucking bedroom.
Water back ain't too much.
Oh, yeah. I flooded my bedroom on Sunday.
No.
Unfortunately, which the fact that I am as functional as I am at this point is a testament to, I don't know, I guess the triumph of the human spirit or something like that. But that did also ruin my notes from the first time we, Diet Coke and I watched these matches. But I did have one note that did survive that I need to ask Diet Coke about. It just says DC's flat fork idea, and we need to talk about this.
I forgot we talked about that.
Diet Coke, what the fuck were you talking about?
Okay, imagine a fork. But
okay, let's give everybody the background. Part of this match featured Eric Ryan, another member of 440, providing forks to Atticus Kogar to stab Akira with.
Yeah, I wrote down Chekhov's fork because they came to the ring with a fork. The pit.
I mean, if Eric Ryan's around, there's silverware.
Silverware, wherever Eric Ryan is.
Dumbass. Okay.
Really weird thing I've noticed. Almost every wrestler that's used a fork with any regularity has been bald.
That's true, because
Abdullah the Butcher,
that too.
Homicide, New Jack, Eric Ryan. I've seen Necro Butcher use one when he was younger. It had more hair. So now, I mean, okay, half with the theory there with the Necro, but yeah, Eric Ryan, Homicide, Abdullah, probably some other people, but yeah. I don't know the connection, but
hey, can I just say that? That's fucking unbelievable.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
And you didn't like my silverware joke.
Diet Coke.
I wish I could record myself storming off right now. I mean, I don't have a wireless mic, but I could just put it by my feet and stomp and then cut the mic.
Listen. Imagine a fork, right?
Yes,
Picture a fork in your mind.
I'm rotating it.
Yeah. But then fill in the holes in the tines so that it's all one flat surface.
I think what I brought up is that sounds like a bad spoon.
No, listen. It'd be almost as good as a spoon, but it'd be better than a knife for spreading things.
That would be better than a knife for spreading things.
Yeah, and you could. I would think it would still be as good, if not a little better than a fork for when you cut things with a fork, like pancakes, where it's not, it's soft enough that you don't need a knife. It would be as good at that, but better at lifting. And it's better at lifting than a fork is.
Lifting up, you would cut a pancake in half with this thing if you tried to lift it with it.
What?
You would, if you tried to use it like a fork and stab the pancake.
No.
With it.
When you cut a pancake with a fork, when you cut a little piece off the pancake with just a fork.
Oh, and then you're saying you would like scoop it as opposed to stab it.
Yes.
I always stab my pancake.
Well, yeah, pancake. I don't know why I brought up pancakes.
Yeah.
That was foolish to me, frankly. But like,
it would be the first time for you.
It's better at scooping than a fork, better at slicing than a fork, better at spreading than a knife, and almost as good at scooping as a spoon. And I think if you average out those stats, it's a strong piece of silverware.
Okay. So, Diet Coke.
Yeah.
If we're coming up with utensils.
Yeah.
And say I don't know, if you had like if you were served, you're at Panera Bread and you get like bread bowl soup, and but then you accidentally eat too much of the bread in a place, and there's now a hole in the bread bowl.
A classic blunder.
The classic Panera Bread blunder. And you need some kind of utensil to stop the soup from getting out from underneath. Can you think of like a utensil that you would try to invent for that?
I mean, I wouldn't exactly call a plug a utensil.
Okay, shut up. All right, it's time for plugs. Ash, I gotta say, I actually just yesterday received a shipment of some incredible. I'm actually looking. I've got both of the stickers that I purchased from you on my water bottle.
Oh,
right
nice.
Yeah, looking absolutely lovely. I've still got to figure out what I'm going to be doing with the patches. But yeah, Ash is a peddler and designer of some incredible wrestling merchandise, along with other things. Tell us, where we can find you on the internet, and all that kind of good stuff.
I believe that. Yeah. Okay. I just remembered the format of the URL. It's ashdabbath.bigcartel.com. Also, if you just put in Ash Dabbath into Google, it will pop up. Either that or my Etsy. Either one works, but I'm better at keeping the Big Cartel up to date with shit, and I often leave the Etsy behind because, yeah. But yeah,
how many fucking deathmatch fans are hanging out on Etsy and like ordering wind chimes and deathmatch?
Yeah, like little broken glass tube fucking wind chimes.
Oh my god, that actually sounds excellent.
It does.
Make those.
I should make this. Yes, it's true. I was trying to think how I could incorporate barbed wire into the mix, but
oh my god,
yeah, I'm not sure if I can.
Good.
I have to think about that, but yeah.
But you also stream on Twitch.
That's also true. I do that shit.
Yeah. This is gonna be coming up. This is gonna be coming out like this Sunday. I don't know if you have anything scheduled that far in advance.
I do. Actually,
okay,
have
cool.
To March 4th, I believe that's Thursday. I have Billy Starks coming on.
Oh fuck yeah!
And Tuesday, I have Jamie Senegal coming on.
Ooh.
Yeah, very exciting week for that. So yeah, Jamie on, I believe, Tuesday, and Billy on Thursday, and hopefully someone else. But at least we know Jamie and Billy Tuesday and Thursday. Very fucking excited for those two.
Yeah, that is twitch.tv/Ash Dabbath for that. Is that correct?
That is in fact correct. Yes.
Awesome. Fuck yeah. Cool. Was there anything else that you wanted to plug? I know you got a lot of irons in the fire.
Yeah, I do have a lot of irons in the fire. Yeah. If you want to check out my OnlyFans, that's also available if you look. I forget the format of that. I think it's onlyfans.com/ yeah, if you just Google that #with OnlyFans, it'll show up.
I can also say excellent content over there.
Yes, excellent content. This is true. It got seal of approval. Yeah, check all that shit out. Do Do it.
All right, cool. Now, Diet Coke.
Yep.
If if we were to there's so many things that have cool endings to them.
That's true.
Like, at the end of a wrestling match, the pin gets counted 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
The end of a movie, the like directed by credits will come up.
Yeah. Hear the walk of life.
Yeah, exactly. For us to end our podcast, don't you think it'd be cool if we had like a kind of pithy saying or something like that we could say to signify that, hey, it's all over now?
I mean, it might be cool, but we don't.